We're playing a bit more Taiji again. This is Taiji Part 4. I've been looking forward to this all week. We left last time out having just looked at what I'm calling the railway track puzzles. Okay, so we have got the rule established that the railway track puzzle must duplicate the same shape, and it's where the track is in the shape that it's duplicating which is the important bit, but it doesn't, it can also be negative space. Okay, so with that rule kind of firmly established, I think we can go and attempt our first puzzle of the day. So we've got Darkflow in the chat. Sorry, not available right now, back in about 40 minutes. Hey, that absolutely great. I will see you very soon. Okay, we already revealed this part of the map, so that's all fine. That should be straightforward enough. Yep, we now need 3 shapes to replicate, so that's that. No, there we go. That's what we're going to be looking at there. Handy, handy. The other thing I've got set up, which is new, which you're not going to be able to see on stream at all, but if you follow me on TikTok you might see at some point, is I have got my vertical recording also set up in OBS. Maybe I could do something like... I've got my vertical recording set up in OBS, which means that for the first time I can actually try and snippet content in a vertical format without having to re-edit it later, which would be super duper handy. No. Okay. Okay, we've got the basic theory down. Now this looks like this is actually going to be our first real test here. Is that allowed? That's allowed. Okay. Oh. No. That one has to be black. Which means that we might need to do something like this. No, because that has to be black as well. Fiendish! Okay. So what is this telling us? So that's got to be black, so the shape that this one's in can only potentially use that. We might have our first drawing of the evening. So, let's give that a go. Would help if I continued to stand on the puzzle rather than just like wandering off it. There we go. Just move that mic to the side slightly. Okay. Thinking through here. Right, just trying to sort of phrase my thoughts. The fact that this is black and this is white and those are set means that these two boxes have to be in opposition to each other. That also means that these two boxes have to be in opposition to each other. Okay. This one is forced to be black. So These could, if these were both black, what would that mean? It would mean that that would need to be a white square, wouldn't it? And that would need to be a black one, which would imply the existence of a white square here, which cannot happen. Okay. So these can't both be black. If, let's focus on this one on the right here, okay? If this were white, this is already white, which would imply that that one needs to be white. That would mean that these two have to be black, but then you have a black one here, which implies that that needs to be white and that needs to be white. Which would be okay if that one is also white, that one is also black, and that one is also white, and we leave that one black. And I think that is going to be a solution for us. Do-do-do. Very nice. Okay. Moving on. Immediately we're going to start getting a little bit more tricky here, right? But I think that one should work. Okay, these are forced to stay this colour, which means that this one just has to be in opposition, yeah? These are all forced to stay this colour, but these two are not. We only have one black thing here. So is that not allowed? What? Wait, how can we replicate a shape that's not there? What? So the two blue ones replicate fine. This black one, it doesn't have a shape to replicate against. So what is the problem? Ah! If it's on its own, you have to not have another shape of that shape? Maybe. So this one, they're all on their own. Is that the solution then? Yeah, okay, okay. We're getting it pretty well. So that's how you do that one, but these must not be allowed to be the same as each other. So that would be a solution. Cool, okay. I think we're pretty good there. I think we're pretty good. So if we go there, and again, no, this one's a little bit harder because we don't want it to add to this shape because we cannot change these. So that makes me think that we should do something like, oh, actually, that's a bit of a tricky one actually. Because that would replicate these two. But then, oh no, the position is different. The position is different, so that works fine. And then here, wait a minute. So that needs to be in a shape which is like this, but then if you do something like that would be fine if you did that as well. But now these need to disagree, so that should be that one. Nice. I don't know what that unlocked, but it probably did something. Did it do something? I hope it did something. Let's try and open up this one now then. So here... Oh. Okay. No good. That says no good. Why? Why does that not work? I thought we'd established that it doesn't just have to be left and right, that... Yeah, up and down and diagonal and so on is also kind of fine. But... Wait, so why was that fine but the other one wasn't? Why is that fine, but that is not fine? Yeah, genuinely not sure on that one. So that's not fine. That though, okay. That's tricky because not understanding that is going to be a pain for me later. Because this, again, very similar situation, right? These all agree with each other. These agree with each other. These agree with each other. Okay, there's something about these rules that I'm not understanding then. Yeah, clearly there is something I'm not understanding with those rules. So that's fine. Don't know. Okay. Yeah, fine. There's definitely something that I'm missing. But we are going to have to try and work that out over time, right? Okay, now we've got slanty lines. So slanty lines, it's got to be the same shape, but rotation is allowed. Fine. Seems legit. Okay, yep, I'm with it. Okay, rotation is allowed, but rotation is not enforced. That's good to know. Rotation is allowed. Yep, okay. That would be rotating it that way. No. And that's not actually a rotation. So that's not it. But we could rotate it that way around, yeah. Great. And now, it's like, right, how well did you actually understand it? How well did you actually understand it? Huh? something like this. Not like that, but something like that, but not like that. Right. It's close to that though. Something like that would work. Nice. All right, come on. Oh! This will unlock this shortcut here. That'd be good. We have got paths we can make. Excellent. So at the moment, these are mapping over the blocks on the thing, but aha. I get it. Okay. Sure. Right. So we sort of still want that in the middle. But now actually... Where is that stair? Can I get to that stair? No, because these stairs are busted up. No. And no jump button either. Okay. What can we do to get something over to here? Okay. How are we gonna get... I need this to rotate. Oh, can I rotate this into here? Something like... Yeah, something like that would be alright. So that'll get that. This stair... Oh no, not pointless, this stair actually, because it will actually get me there. Can I move this? Can I just move this one back? No. No, this has to stay in the same spot. Wait a minute. Is it this one then that needs moving? That'll work, yeah. Okay, but now neither of them connect here. Oh my word, that's so frustrating. We could do that, yeah. Fine, and then this one could move to like that, yeah. Nice. So that at least gets us to here, which is possibly a shortcut that will actually get us somewhere. That's a different shortcut that could also potentially get us somewhere. So, okay, let's see if we can open up a shortcut. Because a shortcut would kind of be beneficial to us. Like getting we do also need to get down to this stair as well. Oh, which we can't do. Wait, we could do if we move this to be like... no, not terribly easily, right? Because we need to be able to... We'll think about that later. Let's try and open up one of these shortcuts. Okay. Now, these are forced to be white and that one is forced to be black. Okay. The obvious thing to do would be to say, okay, well that needs to be white, so those two are black, that is therefore black, and then something. But then we're going to need to connect, right, either we will have to connect this one to here. So let me rephrase. If this one is black here, is this one black? Well, let's assume that it isn't, first of all. Let's assume that this one is white. That would mean that you're going to need to connect either to a black one here or a black one here. It's symmetric, so it doesn't matter, right? So we'll just consider one of them. You could go that way, and then white could go this way. So that could work so far, except for the fact that this one here has... It can't be white because it's got white-orange neighbours. Yeah, but it can't be black because it has white. It has 3 white-orange neighbours and it needs to get over to here. So that definitely can't work. So let's assume that that is black. Does something like going all the way around here work? Well, these two are forced to be white. So it can't be white, but if this one's black, then it can't be black either. So therefore, that is a black square. I have a feeling that that's white. Now, for exactly the same logic, you don't want these two linking with each other and these two linking with each other because the rest of it can't be solved. Right, under exactly the same logic, you don't want those linking to each other and those linking to each other because the rest of the puzzle is functionally identical. But, could you have that white one linking to that one, this white one linking to this one? Those could be black. These could be black. You could then have all of that be black, and that works. So that's what I reckon the answer is. So let's have a look. Very good, very good. Okay. Let's see where this shortcut leads. It leads to more puzzles. You're not getting that shortcut that easy. You're not getting a shortcut easy. That's not what this game is about. Ooh, very nice echo effect there. I like it. This might be just all kinds of... Yeah, no, that's all kinds of not correct. Something like that. Ah, but then that would need to be white. Yeah. Like it works up to a point, and that point is the fact that that would need to be white. And that's the point where it doesn't work anymore. That's a hard one, that is. Okay. Now I realise that this is a shortcut puzzle, not a not strictly speaking a railway track puzzle, but I have a suspicion that the railway tracks might be one of the harder areas that I've done so far. Okay. These are linked. That means that these have to be linked, these have to be linked, and these have to be linked. Fine. So far, so obvious. This is black. That means that this one has to be black. If we're replicating shapes, however, that means this needs to be white and this needs to be white. That is forced to be white, which means that that one needs to be black, that needs to be white. These, undecided. We'll worry about them in a minute. You need these to be in groups of 2. How are we going to get that into a group of 2? Well, linking with here would be a bit of a problem. Linking with here would certainly be more convenient. That means that needs to be white, that needs to be black. That means these two need to stay black. And it means that that one needs to be black. Yeah, if that one needs to be black. Which means that these need to be black. Right. So now we're drawing up something that looks like that, except I don't think I have. Oh, well actually no, I do. We can make that white, white here and white here, black here and black here. So that's then white, those are white. Okay, yeah, no, that might fit. Oh, sorry, totally didn't share with you what I was drawing right there. That's on me. Okay. Okay, and then that's going to go here, so we're going to end up with 3 here, we end up with 3 here. Sweet. Oh man, okay. This set of shortcuts is relentless. This shortcut is relentless for sure. So, let's work it through the same way. When something's got a lot of symbols on it, when something has a lot of symbols on it, that is merely an opportunity for more clues, yeah? The fact that these two are white, that needs to be white, so that needs to be black, that needs to be black. If these need to be the same as each other, that's going to need, those two are going to need to be black. This makes me feel that we're linking up this way around here. Okay, so let's start drawing and see where we get. So we're drawing that. We'll draw that. Those are going to stay as black. Okay. Okay. Now, we need... Right, and that's going to be at least like that. Okay, tricky. I don't think these can work because we're going to have problems in the middle here. Yeah, because you can't really, say, link those two together without it really upsetting the shape you need to draw on here. And even if you were to do something like that, yeah, no, that can't cross. So, pretty sure then that moving around the tops here, not going to work for us. Okay. The fact that these are white and these are black, though, it doesn't necessarily mean that these have to be opposed. It means we can't draw a single line up here. Because if all of this line were white, then you'd end up needing a lot more black squares than you have room to fit. So that's no good. Which certainly makes it feel like it should be something like that. But it just doesn't work with the centre. I mean, I certainly don't think we can get all the way around here for exactly the same reason, right? Because if it's white or if it's black, yeah. Hate to say it, might need to come back to that one. Let's have a look at what we've got over here instead. Okay, dominoes. We can have a look at dominoes. Dominoes is a kind of a nice break. What have we got here? We've got 25 squares. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could be quite nicely there. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 5, 5, 5. Yeah, it doesn't quite work that. Because what we've got there is we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, oh no, that would work. Great. Okay. Dominoes and railway tracks. Nope, that's not going to work. So it's the 4 that's... yeah, 4 that's no good there. Oh, that's a deceptively hard one. Okay, come back to that in a second. Now, what is this here? Why is that corner cut out of that? One, two, three, four. Oof. No, yeah, right, no, those can't share. No, I mean, they can share, but they can't, they gotta add up to be correct. No, that's going all sorts of wrong. Right, except we need to ditch one. There we go. Huh. That's a trolley puzzle. Do you guys see that? So it's kind of like, okay, that's the simplest pattern you can make that makes them agree, right? Except that makes 5 specifically on there. That should work though, right? Whereas the natural inclination would be to try and make it on a 4. Yeah, okay, it's fine. It's not that trolly, really. It's not that trolly at all. This can rotate. That's going to be important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That does not look like enough squares, does it? That really doesn't look like enough squares. Like, I mean, if you did something like that, like, how are you gonna... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the most basic way to get all 6 squares that are needed to be the same colour for these 2. But that creates a pattern that can't be replicated there. So what can you do with that? Because that's definitely not going to help. Like you could get 1, 2, 3. Oh, hang on. Yeah, nice. Okay. Oh, I like that one. That's pretty clever. I like that. Uh-huh. That's not a rotation, is it? Oh, that'll work. 6. 1, 2, 3. It's kind of interesting because this is... It's in the same layout as the previous puzzles, but it's definitely not the same layout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's not available. Right, even if we were to light up the whole thing, that's not enough. Yeah? So that tells me... Now you could do something like that, but that's not going to be 6. Makes me think that the 6 has to be blank spaces. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's not going to do it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If I can cut 2 down somehow, then it works. Can't do it that way though. Can't do it that way. You could... What? Well, that changes everything. Okay, so these rotating ones can in fact touch each other directly. Don't think it could do that before. And here... Dark Flow, back in the chat. What have you missed? Well, I'll give you a quick recap. So, where did we start today? We started today over in the, what I'm calling the railway track puzzles. That was sort of over in this area. So we've opened this shed up, we've done this room. I'm not 100% convinced I fully understand these rules because, so for example, this solution works perfectly fine, but I do not understand why that solution doesn't work, for example. So I'm a little bit sketchy on exactly how this rule works. I've only just figured out that on the rotation ones... Oh, they're rods, are they? Okay, cool. So I've done these, I've done this building in here. There's something finicky about the rules which I haven't quite understood, but I'm sort of making my way through it. I should try and understand this one. It may be useful later. I mean, I can experiment with it some more, but yeah. So then we've come across this bridge here. We've opened up this shortcut. We've done the first puzzle in here. Got stuck on the second one, so that shortcut's going to have to wait. Hang on a second, that was a knock at my door. Be right back. Okay, fair enough. That is, well, that's just dropping off the baby monitor. So if baby wakes up, might have to go and deal. But should be fine. She's been asleep hours already. So yes, so then I've moved on to this section, which doesn't appear to go anywhere, but it has some really nice, neat little puzzles in it. So we've just unlocked this bad boy here. Oh, and I just worked out in the last puzzle that when they rotate, these can actually touch each other, which is handy to know for sure. So this is an absolute beast. So we're definitely going to need to sketch on that a bit. Okay. Where to even start here? Where to even start? Let's start by just taking a quick count. So we've got it's an 8 by 7 grid, this one. This makes it one of the largest puzzles we've done. 8 by 7 is 56. that's an 8 and that's a 6. It feels like there's going to be a lot of spare room on this puzzle, potentially. But we will see. So that has to be a 4. We could draw that 4 there. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that's... Right, and that could all be white. You could make those two black to deal with that, meaning that one needs to be white. Ah, that means that would need to be white, which is kind of no good if we're going to put it right next to a huge thing here. So... let's just make that a black one and make that one white. So, okay. Like, we've still got a lot of space left to play with on this puzzle. So... like, I mean, I'm sure this is not going to be anywhere close to the solution, but... So that's got to be sort of on its own, right? Right, which means that that one's going to need to be black, so we've got a white here and a white here. So that's sort of fine. Yeah. So then what if this were to zigzag? So that probably needs to be black as well. So that white would probably need to at least zigzag like that, maybe. In which case, that could go 1, 2. No, not quite. No, hang on. 1, 2, 1, 2. No. I think part of the problem with this puzzle is it's just so big, right? I think maybe I'm starting on the wrong side of it, because this, having like 8 to place just is too much in the possibility space. Whereas this one, you know that these all have to be in contention with each other, which means that these have to be the same as each other. Right, so let's start there. So 1, 2, 3. Meaning that has to be like that. Okay, so that's as reasonable a place as any to start. So that needs to be white, that needs to be white. Well, not white, like red and... We'll just be red and blue for now until we bump into one which can't be changed. Like, I kind of have a feeling that being a 4 is not a bad shout. It's not the worst idea ever. So then 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that being a 2 there. That being a 2 there seems to make a lot of sense. Note that these reds and these blues do not necessarily correlate with these reds and these blues. They could be swapped over. So that would make okay, do you know what? I think I'm pretty close. I think I'm pretty close to understanding something here. Yeah, I think I'm pretty close to understanding something. Because is this one going to end up being blue attached to this huge thing? Because it can't be red, because then that is not a 2. So if that is... yeah, so let's just backtrack a little bit, yeah? This one here, can it be a 2 with this green one? No, it can't. Can it be a 2 here when you've got this one boxed in with this? No, it can't. So it has to be a 2 right there. Okay. That means all of that needs to be red, which includes that. So actually, this massive shape here... oh, does that massive shape have to go through this purple one? It might have to. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's got to hit at least one of those. So that's 8. Okay. Oh no, but that can't be right, yeah? Because that means that at least the width of this thing has to be at least 2 squares that way and 2 squares that way from the purple rod, which we do not have room in either of the cardinal directions. So that can't be the case. Wow, okay, that's going to need something else. That's going to need something else. Let's have a slightly easier puzzle. We'll come back to that one. Man, a 56 square puzzle. That is a puzzle that is not messing around for sure. This one also kind of deceptively hard. Oh wait, no, that works. Okay, cool. Right. Now if we were to do something like that. Nah, probably easier to do something like that. No, can't do that because that's up there. Blah. What I need is something like... No. This purple one cannot be attached to anything in the top row because we have to duplicate it on the top row. So we can link it to stuff in the bottom row. That's fine. So if we did something like that could work, except that that's not a 3. But that would be sort of close-ish, but the yellows also wouldn't work. No. Still not working. Oh, man. The rods are hard. How does the community kind of rate the rods versus the other areas? Because I have a feeling that as far as standard areas go, this might be the hardest one we've done so far. I know the house, Matthew was saying last week, the house is very difficult, but everyone would agree it's the hardest. Fair, okay. It feels the hardest. The house is a big contender. Okay. The house, we looked at the house very briefly in the first episode, which is almost a month ago now. Actually, slightly more than a month ago now. But we should go back to the house and have another look, now that we're a little bit more in tune with the game. Okay. Now, the fact that this is on the top row and this is on the second row means that these two have to be opposed to each other. Fine, easy enough. I have not yet come across a rod puzzle, except for when it involves rotation, where you can link these together into a single shape. And if you can't link those into a single shape, then this 4 must oppose both the top and the bottom. If the 4 must oppose the top and the bottom, and that's got to oppose the top, then if the 4 comes this way, this shape and this shape also come this way. Which could present a little bit of a problem at the back end, because then if these all agree with the 4, then now we have 5. This could agree with the shape, and this could agree with this shape if this agrees with the 4. In which case, the 4's pretty much got to just continue another one. In which case, that's also going to disagree, and we are going to bump into this very quickly. So I don't think it can continue that way. So I think this 4 needs to be that. if these have to oppose each other, and these have to oppose each other, then these are the same. Okay. So I reckon we might be drawing... Ah, man. That's really close, except for the fact that that leaves this 3, which isn't working. Unless you literally do that. And you scrub that bit. Like, if that works, maybe. Tricky. Yeah, really tricky. Okay, this isn't working for the same reason that the other puzzle, which I couldn't work out why that second solution didn't work. It's got to be the same reason. Now we've got another path down here, which we've not been able to get to yet. As well, like we've got another stair here, which we've not been able to go down. And we also have, if we can unlock this shortcut, that would also be kind of handy, because then we could get round without needing this stair. So I think actually that shortcut might be required. Quick run around. I say a quick run around, it's actually like bloody miles. Now, everyone remember where that was. So yeah, so that's pipes. That's an area we've not been to yet, and I think that must be the house. No, this is taking us back to the start, which is not where we're looking to go. Here we are. Ah, okay, we have a cave in there. Oh, we've powered this up though. So can we get into this now? Wait. Yeah, that's not gonna work. No. Oh, my head's all over the place with this puzzle, with these puzzles today. What's the relevance of there being 4 of these now, though, then? Because it just seems like there's so much space down this end of the puzzle. I see on my camera, my baby is rolling around a bit. It doesn't look like she's yelling yet, though, so that's fine. Okay. Tricky. Not sure about that one right now. This one, though... Can we get this bridge up? That would be really handy if we could. It would be really handy. This does not look like a simple puzzle, though. Okay. Now I'm doubting myself a bit. Problem is, I just don't understand why that previous puzzle was wrong, you know. No, it can't be that. So hang on, so that replicates those. Those are all on their own. Yeah, there's something about the rules that I'm just not understanding. So we need to go back to those puzzles that we were looking at earlier and try and work out why those solutions don't work, right? Because this solution was fine. So just having rods on their own in a sea of empty whatever was okay here. Yeah, there isn't an alternative solution to this one because of the way that these are arranged. So what's different? So we certainly worked out that when a colour is on its own, it has to not match other colours. Is that a general rule? Maybe it's not when it's a colour that's on its own. Maybe it's literally just that different colours can't equal each other. That would certainly deny the alternative solution that existed for that one. Different colours cannot be the same answer as each other. Let's find some other examples. So those are examples of different colours. I think the only other examples we had of different colours were the ones in this building, yeah? Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, white and yellow. Right, okay. Okay, so I don't think it's to do with the number of them that are on the board. They can't be the same as each other just in general. Okay. Let's have another look at that one then. So which one was it that I was stuck on initially? this one here. So if these have to be distinct, tricky. What if we did that? No, same reasoning as before, right? Okay. Well, let's go back to the drawing and see where we can get to armed with our new supposition. The rules never change between puzzles. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. What I'm suggesting. So my new thinking is that before we had one particular puzzle that was 2 blue rods and a black rod, and the blue rod and the black rod weren't allowed to have the same shape as each other. Now I presumed that was because the 2 blue rods have to match each other, but the black rod was on its own, and therefore an unpaired rod needed to not equal anyone else. I'm actually thinking now, though, that rule might be more general, that it's not the fact that the rod was unpaired, it's just any rods of different colours cannot match. And we went through the other puzzles that were in that building, and that was indeed the case. All of those solutions, none of the different colours ever had matching shapes to each other. So this doesn't work because these cannot just be 1x1s. If these are 1x1s, these have to be like 1x2s or something like that. They have to match each other, but they have to disagree with the other colours. That's my new supposition. Okay. Quick baby check. Baby's back asleep. That's amazing. It also sounds like my wife has just come back as well, which is handy. So that means I'm going to be off baby duty again for a minute. Ah, there we go. Hang on. There we go. I'm off baby duty again for the rest of the evening. Perfect. She's a good baby. She very, very, very rarely wakes up in the evening, actually. It's actually where I do all of my recording, but I only stream once a week because, obviously, if you do actually need to go in and help with the baby, it's a lot more disruptive to a stream than it is to a recording. Whereas with a recording, you just put a cut in and it's fine, like no one would ever notice. But with a stream, it seems a little bit harsh to be like, okay, I'm going to put it on Be Right Back for like 20 minutes or something, you know, or some undisclosed period of time. Which is why I only stream once a week. So my wife and I, we have an agreement that we sort of have one evening a week each. That looks pretty good to me. I like that as a solution. Cool, okay. I think we now have an understanding. That's excellent. So this time, well, Okay, there's nothing above this one, which means that these two must be in opposition to each other. Okay. These two and these two could agree with each other, though. They could agree with each other. Because of the spacing, pretty sure that those all need to be in opposition to each other as well. So, you know, we could have something like a 4 here, a 4 here, a 4 here. Hang on, so if that was all white and that was all black, so you end up with white, white. So then that was all black, so that needs to be white, that needs to be white, that needs to be white. But then you could do black, black, black. That would kind of work, right? Ah, shoot, sorry, I wasn't actually showing you what I was drawing there. That's what I was thinking. Cool. Okay, it buzzed, but it's unclear what that's opened. This is too much. It's too much. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it later. And by later, I mean another time. And, you know, maybe never. Who knows? Now that we are armed, however, with real knowledge, it's time to try and get this bridge. If we can unlock this bridge, we can move this shape. No, we move this shape here so that we can go from the top down here. Because at the moment... I mean, I suppose actually technically we don't need that bridge, actually, do we? Because we can just walk all the way around the long way round. We could. Yeah, okay. Why don't we do that? So which one am I doing here? Da 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 da. Okay. And then this one. Something like that. There we go. So we could actually walk it round the long way. But if we can open that shortcut, that would be really handy for us. I'm feeling a lot better now that I have a much stronger confidence in my understanding of the rules of the rod. Tell you what though, Darkflow, I've forgotten to ask, how is your vacation going? Are you still on vacation at the moment? This is your second week, is it? Or perhaps you are heading back to work quite soon. What do we have here? Oh wow, okay, dead end. Blah, blah. Wow. What is this? Okay. We've never actually had... No, we have had straight rods and bent rods in the same puzzle as each other before. How is that going to work, though? It's going to need to be like those three and those three. So something like that. Right, if you leave those then black, and then those need to be white. Okay. Finished last week. That's fair, that's fair. Have you managed to make good use of bank holiday, though? Or, well, bank holiday, national holiday, whatever it's called, depending on where in the world you are. This one being like that, would be equivalent to this one either going off here, could be that one there, in which case this one would need this one here. So that's actually possible. Yeah. Except those have to be black. Something like that. There we go. Do you know what? I totally agree. Right? Relaxation is underrated. Relaxation is underrated. I find that there's a real epidemic at the moment of people who seem to believe that if you're not doing something productive, you are wasting your time. And it's such a horrible mindset. Fair enough. Well, the thing is, only you can really be the judge of that, right? I think we're going to need to have... We're going to need to do a little bit of arts and crafts on this one. Okay. At the very least, those need to agree. Which means that this one has to be black, right? Like, we're fairly sure, given that those and those, that and that. Right. Oh no, not showing what I'm drawing. Again. Right. So let me try that again. Given that that's locked in, that has to be white. Given that that's locked in, that has to be white. Okay. Great. That means this L here at least has to be black. Okay. That one is a question mark. If it's white, that's going to push this and this in this direction. If it's black, that means it's going to push this and this in that direction. So that's a question mark. This one cannot be black. That has to be white, because otherwise you're pushing off the edge here. Right? So that has to be white. Let's do blue for black, red for white. If that's got to be white, that's got to be white. That means that's got to be black. Fine. So far, so good. Okay, we're not going to get away with the easy answer, being that the rods just are just 1x1s. We always love it when the rods are 1x1s, but it doesn't happen often, because the rod at least needs to be a bent 3. Right, so that means either a bent 3 there or a bent 3 there. This one here, right, because of where this rod is and this square, this here has to be black. And that we already know has to be black. That has to be black as well. These, we've got a few more question marks, right? Okay. This one, still a question mark. However, it would be a lot more convenient, probably, if it was white. In fact, no, it has to be white, because if you were to combine all of this together, it would just be an absolute mess. Right, so that's white, meaning that's white, meaning that that's black. Okay, cool. So far, so good. Similarly, this being white would also be very convenient. Right, because that can't be white there. So I think that's that locked in. And because it's a bent L, that's going to need to be white too. I have a feeling that the answer is therefore a black here, a black here, we've got white here and here, we've got white here, here, here and here, black, black, white, black. That should give us a good answer. Okay. Excellent. Bridge has been lowered. The bonfire! We're at the bonfire. Oh man, if we can get the Rod's bonfire, I would be well happy with that. I would be well happy with that. Okay. Let's go. Do I even try and start doing this without taking a picture of it? Absolutely not. Look at the size of this puzzle, incidentally. Like, look at the size of this. I said a 56 square puzzle earlier was a bit high, well, didn't I? Yeah, it's a bit of a chonker, for sure. Okay, a lot of this is locked in. And actually, the fact that it's locked in is kind of weirdly handy for us. Because that is going to help us a lot. So, for example, that has to be white, yeah? Because diagonally up from this, right? And similarly down, also white, right? Up, right, and up. Up, right, and up. That also needs to be white. Okay. Yep. White. White. And white. Yeah, it needs to at least be that shape all the way around. So we've got a white here. White there. Up. Yep. Right, now. This one. You have to be the same colour as the one above and to the right of you. That makes it white. That means actually 2 to the right of you also needs to be white on all of these. Right, we're getting there. Okay. The one below you. Yeah. Here, up, and here, and here. Right, so now we have 4. So now we have 4. This is a good puzzle. This is a good puzzle. None of these can be allowed to touch each other. So, hang on, wait, we've missed one. We've missed one somewhere, have we? because we've got... No, okay, sorry, no, I'm speaking nonsense. It's that one and that one are actually in different spots, which I didn't see immediately. But that actually is very, very helpful for us, because none of these quadrants are allowed to touch each other. So that one has to be black. Yeah, that one has to be black, that one has to be black, that one has to be black. However, even though in theory this one could be white and this one could be white, they're not going to be, because there are more than 4 of those rods and they're not in the right spots. So those have to be black. Okay, well this is great. So we know that because that has to be black, I'm pretty sure all of that needs to be black. Oh, and that needs to be black as well. That means that each of these rods needs to have a 90-degree bend, which is like that. And then needs to have at least one to make it a Tetris. And they can't intersect with each other. So that has to be the shape. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, just to avoid sort of it kind of polluting across the thing, we need black, 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 and then the rest of those that I've not labelled yet are going to be white. So, let's make a start. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to want one up there. Tick, tick. There. One there. That one, those 2, that one, those 4, yes, there. Oh no! Oh man! Yes! There we go! That's the mill complete. Okay, that's brilliant. I'm happy with that. That's amazing. Yeah, really, really pleased. Okay, that is our first bonfire for today. Let's go and see what's next. So yeah, all of those done. That's excellent. So managed to get that way. So we've not been inside this building yet then. And this, oops, no, not here. And this will open up this shortcut, I'm sure, which would be, you know, quite useful. Be kind of handy. But yeah, because where I was like, why did that not work? Now we know why that doesn't work, right? Oh no, well, that also doesn't work for other reasons. But yeah. So we've got one area right at the north that we've not been to at all, which I'm a little bit sketchy on how to get to, and we've got the house. And that's then all the primary areas done, and then we're into sort of secrets and late game content, which is excellent. Ah, no. Yes, of course that's not going to work. Ah, no, but that would work. Brilliant. These are allowed to touch each other. Ah, but not touch each other like that, though. No. No, no, no. It would have to be something like that. But that's clearly not going to work. That? No, not really. Okay. More thought required there. I'm really curious as to what's in this building. I'm assuming it must be something to clear this mine shaft. Then. What's down here? Like, what could it be a shortcut to? Oh, unless it's a shortcut to the other side of that shortcut that I couldn't open from earlier. Potentially. Okay. So it has to be black, right? It has to be some kind of something like this. Oh, there we go. That's the answer. Oof. Right. What? How would that even work? Okay, so that could be a 1. No. Wait. Yeah, no. Okay, that was a lucky guess. I'll hold my hands up for that one. Yep, okay. Don't get it. Thought about it? Don't get it. I guess it's the black is a 1, the yellow is a 6, and the blues are a 3 each. Which means that the slanty rods are... This one works without even doing anything. Ah, not quite. Not quite. Because I think this would mean that the black and the yellow are both 7. I think the slanty ones are able to share space, which the straight ones can't. At least not in that way. Like the straight ones can't. That's probably partly because it's sort of rotational. This one builds on the other one I didn't get. Hang on, was there another one that I didn't get? I thought I now got that one. Or maybe... maybe there was another one that I didn't get. Okay. This one, however... So... Oh, that's an interesting one. So something like that. Right, so that white is the rotation on this white. And that. So that's fine. And I think that would be fine? No, not quite. Something like that. Yeah, okay. I think I'm sort of on the cusp of getting it. I don't know. I'm not sure. For now, I think I'll just keep muddling through until I work it out. Something like that. And then that all needs to be black. Which means that's probably looking a bit like that. So actually, do you know what? We'll make that black. That's actually really handy. Oh, not quite. What colour is that? Ah. Wait. Ah, no, right, okay, no, it's rotated the wrong way. It's rotated the wrong way. So what I need is something like... I could rotate this the other way, right? So have it like that instead. Oh, wait, no, not quite. No, it's got to be like that, yeah? Sorry, hang on. Am I just being a bit... Yeah, no, that's not it. Wait. Of course, if you rotate the Z piece 180 degrees, it's the same orientation. Right. Oh, but we could rotate it like that, right? There we go. Oh wow, okay. We're gonna decent selection of puzzles to look at here. Okay, these ones fairly quick. Right, yeah, rotation is enforced. Good job solving these puzzles. Shoves 10 more down your throat. Yeah, it does kind of feel like that sometimes, doesn't it? Oh, wait, no. No, that's not going to work at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that's not going to work. To be fair, yeah, I mean, like, it's kind of an interesting one, right? Because I think a good puzzle game needs to not outstay its welcome, right? Like, I mean, it's a little bit trite and uninteresting in 2023 to talk about why Portal was such an amazing puzzle game, but it was the fact that it was only a couple of hours long, you know, and it was a really, really brilliant core mechanic, and that was it. And it was a couple of hours long, and it was quite funny, and and it was brilliant. I've played very similar games that certainly weren't as funny, and that also hurts it, but they just didn't know when to stop, right? And this is one of the power, I think anyway, that this is one of the powers of knowledge-gated puzzlers, like this one, where you've got 8 areas, you need 5 of them to be able to finish the game. It gives people the ability to finish the game, even if they don't 100% the game. And it means if they get stuck on an area, they can move on. But it also means, like, after they've beaten the game, they can either come back for the late game content if they want to, or not. Or start the late game content and then decide to go and play something else later. And that's all fine, that's all great. It's all of it is all great. But the problem with like a linear, like a story-based puzzler, and I'm thinking of things like, well, again, I don't really want to name names because the ones that I've got in my head are ones that I've explicitly like started playing on stream or whatever, and then actually got bored with before I finished them because they were too long, or their core mechanic just sort of, to me, wasn't interesting enough. So I sort of struggled with them a bit. I feel like something like that would be really helpful, but it's not actually going to work. So I'm a big fan of knowledge-gated puzzlers like this and like The Witness and so on. Like there's several areas of The Witness that I just never got. Yeah, totally agree. Taiji seems like a really well paced puzzler. Totally agree. I'm not sure how to tackle this one. Unless I can literally get away with doing that. Or that. But it's not going to allow me. Post-game is worth it, you say? Oh, excellent. Yeah, I mean, like, with The Witness, I know that there's some puzzles in The Witness that you can only really find as late game content in a way. I mean, essentially the environmental puzzles. You could play the whole game without even realising that was a thing. And that's really cool. Hate to say, I'm kind of genuinely a bit stuck on this one. I mean, The Witness is a brilliant game. It's a brilliant game, and it's hard to compare. It's hard to say whether Taiji and The Witness, whether one is better than the other. Like, I like the immersive kind of 3D feel of The Witness. Taiji is certainly a lot more kind of focused in its delivery, in the sense that I think the 2D sprite animation kind of lends itself, like, even more. I hate to say, I'm actually a little bit stuck on this puzzle. The fact that these are all lit up... Oh, wait! Ah, shoot! I thought maybe I could be like, well, these are lit up in a group of 4. Then I'm like, oh, wait a minute, but that's a group of 4, and that's a group of 4, so maybe it's a trick. Maybe you need to do nothing. But that's not quite correct. You can't literally do nothing. To be fair, though, I'm also a little bit sketchy as to why you can't do nothing. But maybe this is, as you say, building on a puzzle from earlier that I did not understand. No, that's not going to work. That would match those two perfectly fine. That... Now, no. No, because it needs to be able to rotate with this being the centre of the rotation. So that doesn't work anyway. Genuinely, I'm not sure why that's not a solution. Yeah, even though rotation is mandated. Like, yes, okay, so we know that rotation is mandated. But we know they can touch each other. Right, they can share a contiguous boundary. The answer is not to fill all of them in. Oh man. This is genuinely a little bit, yeah. Oh wait, hang on. Would that not work? Why does that not work? So it now reckons all three of them don't work. Okay. That one will remain a mystery for a bit. Oh, we don't want to go that way because there's not really any shortcut that direction. For now, let's just enjoy the fact that we've got the bonfire on the rods done. There is an area to the north, somewhere, which we've not been able to see yet. But we should be able to get to it somehow. So let's go on and explore. And see. Ah, here we go. Right, we're here. Well, that was easy enough to find, actually. Yeah, okay, we've got an entire area that we've not been to yet. Hey, we've got one of these. We've got something here. Oh, this is the door that we couldn't find earlier. Okay. Well, we'll deal with shortcuts and so on and, like, extra secrets on the top of this mountain later on. Because whatever it is, it looks very mysterious and very cool. First, though, let's deal with the first puzzles first. Oh wait, no, this is a red pipe. This is a red pipe, meaning that it's an advanced puzzle. We come back to that one later. So actually, we are going to go this way first. Well, let's start by opening up some things anyway. Huh, interesting. Okay. This bonfire powered this one up. Do I need a bit of a refresher as to how this works? Because we've got sides on both sides. Not sure. It's an interesting one. If that's black, then those must be white, right? So if that's black... There we go. Cool. So we've got a shortcut unlocked, which is handy. I have to come back to that one later. Okay, so it's binary AND gates, do we reckon? No. OR gates? Okay, could be OR gates. Seems likely. Fine. Okay, now we've lost the binary. Now we seem to be having... Well, no, they're still zeros and ones. It's just they're kind of offset, so... Or, no, 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 or. Yep, great. Oh, not quite. Now it's getting sort of more and more vague, right? Now these gravestones as well, this kind of feels like this is telling me something. Because we've got ones and zeros on the gravestones too. We've got stuff down here. Oh! This is where it's telling you what the rule is. Black for zeros, black for ones. These are whites. Great. One, two, three, four, five, six. Not those. Okay. This has to be your favourite area. Oh, great. Well, we'll see how we get on with it. Ah, right, we're starting up here. Cool. So. Right, okay, so we're doing a bit of a dot product, I guess, yeah? Oh, no. Wait a minute. Right. Immediately fallen by the wayside. Okay. So. This is some kind of weird sort of matrix multiplication, is it? So we've got... So we're doing some kind of vector multiplication or vector addition or something. But your 0 vector multiplied by 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 is not the same answer as 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 multiplied by your... It seems to me like it might be. It seems to me like it might be. Well, we'll sort of give it a go for now. I'm not sure how that would kind of translate, because... One, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. This puzzle at the top here, I have a feeling that this is really important to understand. Yeah. Because it's the order of the second ones. Do you know what? It's been so long since I've done any kind of vector addition, but I'm pretty sure it's something like that, right? It's something like... Okay, so we've got... I can't even remember which way around you're supposed to write it. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And it's a dot. No, it's not a dot at all, is it? No, it's not. No. We're not multiplying it because then you just get zeros. Maybe this is just more of a way to think about it rather than anything else. But you've got 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. I might actually just be talking total nonsense here. Because obviously that would just equal 0. But there's something about the fact that if you do these in the opposite order, they're going to get a different answer. Like, I mean, it's obvious the case that they do, because you've got 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. When you dot that with the 0 vector, you are equaling you are equaling 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, right? 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. But when you do it the other way round, and you take the 0 and you dot it with 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, you're getting it the way around that you would sort of expect, which is 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Right? 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So you mirror it. But how do you decide which one's the 0 vector, right? Because here you don't have them left and right, you have them top and bottom. And they're not all ones, they're all zeros. And here's the critical thing, right? Here, you're mirroring it, right? You're not, like, inverting it. It's not like you're turning every 0 into a 1 or every 1 into a 0. So, if that would be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, when you mirror it, why isn't it still 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1? Why is the answer 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0? Right? Yeah. Why? Huh? Why? Except possibly it's due to the starting symbol, right? Because here we've got dot 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 dot, easy enough. Dot dot, they're offset because they're offset, right? Dot dot. It's the little grey dots is what I'm talking about. Here the dots are really close. The dots are basically totally overlapping. We've got 2 dots there. Fine. Okay. We have 1 dot in the middle here. Here we've got 2 dots on the beginning and at the end. What does that mean? No idea. No idea. So this one, surely it should be either 5. It'll either be 5 and 1, or 1 and 5, or it'll be rotated around. Ah, shoot. I was so sure that they would be one of those 4 options. Because we've got 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Yeah, I'm really confused why it isn't one of those 5 options. Either inverted or rotated. Either 1 and 5, 5 and 1, or inverted. Wow. That's going to be a real head scratcher for sure. It's got to be something to do with the position of the dots, right? Because look at this up here. Sorry. Look at this up here, right? Here, we've just got 12, right? We've got 6 digits here, 6 digits here with a dot in between. Here, we've got a dot either end with 12 digits in the middle. So the position of the dots is important. Here we had... Maybe the dot is the direction you read it from. Does that work? Hang on. Right. Here, read it from the middle outwards. Right? So you're going to multiply it as you go outwards. You're going to have 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Fine. Now here, read it from the middle. Read it outwards. 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. Aha! Now, multiplying. Now, we've got a dot at the top, we've got a dot at the bottom. We're going to move it across, right? We've got the same. It's all blank. Right, here we go. We're going to do the same thing, right? It's a blank. It's a blank. 1, 1, blank, 1. That's the answer. That's the answer. The dots are how you read it. And so this is how we're going to get an answer out of only 7 digits, right? It's blank. Right, hang on. It's 1 and 1. It's 1 and 0. It's 1 and 0. It's 1 and 1. Very nice, very nice. And this time we're going to read from the edges and read in. So, different, different, different. The same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're the same. Different, the same. Wait, no, sorry, I've counted those wrong. 1 and 0. 0, 1. 1, 0, 0, 0, so that's blank. 1, 1, so that's blank. 0, 1. Right. That's just too hard to read. Okay. 1 and 0. 1 and 0. 1 and 0, right. Then we've got 0 and 0. We've got 1 and 1. Right, so blank, blank. Then we've got 1 and 0, 1 and 0. Right, okay, so I think it's actually supposed to be that. Okay, cool. I was just miscounting it. Hey, bonfire. Very nice, very nice. So, read it from the edges, read it towards. Now, 1 and 0. Now, these are zeros, these are blanks, right? So we're combining a symbol that we saw earlier, because we had blank. Ah, shoot, hang on. Where did we have blank? We had blank up here. Yeah, because we just read it from one side. And it was like different, 0, 1. Yeah, okay. I'm going to read it from both sides. 1 and 0. 1 and blank. I don't know how those are going to interact. 1 and 0. And then we're at the middle, which is just a blank. So I'm going to leave that blank. Okay, maybe... Oh! Okay, a little bit more complicated than that then, clearly. The puzzle outside... We were reading it from one direction, but it's like there's two lines that are on top of each other. Yeah? It's very much like... Let's embiggen that a little bit. This is actually very much like you've got a dot and a dot. And what you have is you have sort of something like a 1 0 1 0 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 0 1 1, right? But they're overlapping each other. So because they're overlapping, when it's a 1 and a 1, that equals a 1. When it's a 0 and a 0, that equals your 0. But when it's a 1 and a 0, that just leaves you a blank square. Right, so it's like you've multiplied two things together. So let's go and grab this puzzle here. Okay. This is almost like we've got two lines, which again are overlapping each other, where you've got 0 0 1 1 0 0, let's say 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1, and then also dots here and here. Now maybe you don't have dots here and here. Maybe you just have a dot here and a dot here, and you're going to read it that way. So let's read that out. So you're going to have 0 1. Now these, note, these could be the opposite way up. And there's not an obvious way to tell, but we'll go with it. So 0 1. That'd be a... Wait, hang on. 0 1 makes a 1. Shoot, hang on. I've literally forgotten the fundamental way round that is. Zero, 1. Yeah, 0 and 1 make 1. Okay. 0 and 1. Then we've got 1 and 0, or it's 1 and 1. Right? So that's either a 1 or a 0. Then we've got 0 1. That's going to be a 1. Then we've got... yeah, no, that has to be a 1 0. So that's going to be a 1. Then we've got that's going to be a 1, then we've got 1 1, that's going to be a 0, then we've got 0 1, that's going to be a 1. So the only one we're unsure about is that one. Pretty sure. So let's try 1 2 3 4 5 here. Yeah, that's how it's done! That is how it's done! Alright, cool. Sick. I love that area. I am fully with you, Darkflow. That's one of the best areas in the game. 100%. Really enjoyed that one. That's great. That's great. Really pleased. So now that we know how to read that, we're going to go to this advanced area over here. But we're not going to do that today because it's getting on for nearly 10 o'clock here. That's a really good run today, though. 2 more bonfires. That means actually there is only 1 bonfire left to go. It is in the mansion. So we'll almost certainly play the mansion next time out. Probably not straight away though, because I'm interested in doing more of these puzzles. Really enjoyed that final area. That was really, really nice. I'm really pleased with that. Yeah, see you next week, hopefully. And for those of you watching on YouTube in the future, this will be uploaded on Friday. Like and subscribe if you haven't, but come and join us for the stream on Monday evenings, because it's great fun. But thank you very much. Thank you very much, Darkflow, for coming along, hanging out on Monday evening. It's been great chatting with you. And yeah, have a great week. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.